Hello everybody and welcome back to the Manchester United career mode here on FC25. We've got a few big games today, including our first ever European game of the series, which is quite a big one. I'm very excited for it. But before we get into that game and also some transfer business, let me show you the highlights of the game we have just played here against Brighton. A 3-1 win here at Old Trafford. And of course, it was that man again, Rasmus Højlund, who got the goal scoring started. He has had an unbelievable start to this series. I said it at the very beginning. In real life, maybe United do need to bring in another striker who's a bit more in his prime to help Rasmus along the way. But in this career mode, I really do believe he is going to be the main man going forward. We did unfortunately concede a goal that they're actually not showing me here, but whatever. It wasn't the worst goal I've ever conceded. It was your fairly standard FC25 goal to concede. I can't even remember who scored it. But we did go back in front then not too long afterwards. Alejandro Garnacho, brilliant left-footed finish there. Lovely ball by the captain, Bruno Fernandes. And that did give us a 2-1 lead at the halftime break. And then we scored what is already goal of the season. And of course, it was Rasmus Højlund decided to line one up. And look at this. Verbruggen, he's a brilliant goalkeeper, but he was getting nowhere near that. A 3-1 win here against Brighton, not an easy team to play. Never mind in the game, also in real life, we've had some problems against Brighton, so happy to get the 3 points against them. But before we get into that big European game, I did ask you about some transfer business, in particular a left-back. That is the bit of business we're going to do in January. I put a poll up on the community tab about which left-back we should sign, and you guys did let me know, so let's get into that now. So these are the players we did have shortlisted: Aït-Nouri, Kerkez and Robinson. Of course, Alphonso Davies we have signed on a pre-contract. So regardless of which one of these three players we sign, we are going to have an incredible amount of depth and quality at the left-back position. But I did put up a poll of the three players you see here about which one we should bring in right now. As I say, Davies arriving in the summer. And I was a little bit surprised that it was actually a bit of a landslide. I thought that Aït-Nouri was going to be the most popular choice, but he was actually the least popular choice with only 10% of the vote. And it was 21 people who voted, so thank you all so much for that. In second place was Anthony Robinson, who, again, maybe his age was probably a factor in that. He is a little bit on the older side in comparison to the other two players. 27 isn't old for a footballer, but you get what I mean. And it is this man here, Milos Kerkez, who has won the poll. He's the lowest rated of the three players here, but he is someone with very high potential. So I'm quite excited to bring him into the team. So lads, let's just go in and do it. So obviously if this does break down and we can't get him, then we will refer to the second place player in the poll, which of course is Anthony Robinson. But I'm confident we can get it done here. I probably should have looked at the estimated value that they were talking about, but whatever. He's worth 21.5 million. I reckon if we chuck in... Oh God, I hate how... Isn't this so annoying how they haven't fixed this yet? When you're on the number that you're trying to adjust, it whites it out, so you can't see it. So anyways, whatever. 28 million could be a decent enough offer. I'm going to go 27.5, just because I'm a stingy bastard. And let's see what they say to that. Oh. It's accepted straight away. I was not expecting that. Well, I may have overpaid there, but whatever. Let's just go in and get it done. Listen, we can afford it. We're not signing anybody else in this window. So I'm not overly concerned about if we overspend by just a little bit. But here we go. He's asking for a rotational option. I think that's because Luke Shaw is still in the team. I will comment on Luke Shaw there in just a second. But I am going to accept that, even though he is going to play quite regularly. He will be the starting left back. He's asking for a 4-year contract. I'll bump that up to 5 years. Not that we will be doing 5 seasons. That's like an OCD thing, I think. No release clause, very happy with that, and they want us to discuss the salary. So he's on 40.5 thousand at Bournemouth. When you're coming to Manchester United, you are going to get a bit of an increase. I'll offer him 75. We'll give you a little signing bonus as well of 200 grand. Why not? That should be enough to seal the deal. Yes, it is. Kerkez, welcome to Old Trafford. Welcome to Manchester United. We have signed a new left back, which I'm very excited about. 79 rated now, but I feel like that is going to shoot up. Never used this guy in career mode either, so that makes it very exciting as well. And here he is, arriving at the training ground. We'll skip this. It's the same old cutscene every time. But 27.5 million, just out of curiosity, what rating are they going to give us for that? 79 rated is his squad rating. Oh, we get a D! Okay, we basically could have offered his value. Oh well, whatever. Could have saved 6 million, coulda, woulda, shoulda, whatever. I'm just happy to have a new left back in the team. And it's not just a new left back that we'll be getting, we also have some new young players here in the Youth Academy. Our first scouting report. I'm very, very excited to see what is available for us here. So we do have this guy here, David Lambert, who has a 61 to 76 potential, which isn't great, but his starting overall looks okay. You know what? Normally I'd get rid of a player like this. I'm going to sign him. Let's see if we can get some decent potential out of him. This guy looks quite good as well. However, his surname is making me feel a little bit uneasy. Charlie Schofield, listen, I don't want to hold it against him. It's not his fault. He also has decent potential, so we'll sign him up as well. Joel Waller, we'll not get him for now. Rory Beaumont, 67 to 91 potential, 47 to 63 starting overall. Not too bad. Only 14 as well, so he has plenty of time to grow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Henry Clifford. 74 to 94 potential and a starting overall between 56 and 74. Well, I think we've just found the next Gary Neville. Henry Clifford, welcome to the team. He's worth 625,000 as well. And Bobby Franklin. God, England has been really successful. A lot of these players are cams though, but listen, that's not a big deal. We can convert the positions for some of the players, but very, very happy with the first scout report in England. In terms of Wales, let's see, are we going to find the next Ryan Giggs? Charlie Cleves. Doesn't look too bad. Let's sign him up. Oh, wow. Curtis Gwynn. 79 to 94 potential. A starting overall up to 71. We got to get him. He's worth almost $1 million already. We'll bring him in. Bryn Moss. And it is Bryn, not Brian. I'm half Welsh, I would know. He looks pretty decent as well. Let's get him in. Reece Johnson. You know what? Because he's left-footed, and I think the others were all right-footed, or at least the ones I took notice of, let's bring him in as well. Adam Smith. What is going on? This is the best Youth Academy report I've ever seen. Adam Smith, let's bring you in as well. Cian Cadigan. Not too shabby either. Charlie, this has been brilliant. Oh my god, we've actually gotten too many good players in this. And the last one, Dutch goalkeeper. Okay, now I've been brought back down to earth. Tim van de Doorn. Or Van Doorn, I should say. No thank you. Leon... I'm such a child. Leon Koch. No thanks. Tim Peters. Yeah, welcome to the team. Ralph Janssen looks pretty decent as well. Van den Poel, not terrible, but not amazing. And Jerome de Jong. We've already got a few decent keepers. To be honest with you lads, I'm already tempted to change up the scout report from the Netherlands. I don't think we need more than 2 or 3 decent potential goalkeepers. But in terms of finding the next Edwin van der Sar, there's a few decent options there. Just to give a further look as well, Adam Smith is the highest current overall player at 66 rated. But lads, I am thrilled with this. I do want to have a big emphasis on the Youth Academy to make up for the lack of created player. Obviously, I normally have a created player in each series, but because this is a live start point career mode, that wasn't possible. But I'm really, really excited. I said that we'd base it off of real life United legends and cult heroes, and so far we have a few players who could live up to the potential of those players. I'm really, really excited about this, lads. But at last, lads, it is time for the first full game of the episode, and it is the Battle of Britain in Europe. Manchester United versus Rangers. Obviously, we're just off the back of doing a fantastic career mode with the green and white half of Glasgow, the proper half of Glasgow in Celtic, and I thought this was the perfect first game to play in this episode as a bit of a throwback. And you've probably noticed as well, not only is Kirkes making his debut there at left back in this game, but I have also put in Daisen Maeda at the left wing spot. I had to play him in this game. Very, very excited to play our first European game, and a win here should put us in a good position to qualify automatically for the last 16. And here we are at last, the first game of the episode against the old foe Rangers. Let's be having ya. And you know what? The Europa League is a trophy that has eluded me for far too long. We've won the league on this channel. We've won the Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, Conference League, but the Europa League is the one competition I'm yet to win. Obviously in the Turl United series, well I say obviously, Not many people saw it, but me and JJ will remember that heartbreak against Barcelona in the quarter-final of Season 2 of that career mode. But that was the closest we ever got to winning this competition. Here's Ahmad up against one of his old clubs. Did spend some time on loan with Rangers. And here's Maida. Oh, the former Celtic player, just offside. Very close to scoring his first goal for Manchester United. It would be fitting to come in this fixture as well. No, he was penciled in for this one. Here come Rangers now with Danilo. Scored quite a few goals against us in that series, which I hate to say. Thankfully though, Rangers never did beat us to any trophies. I don't think Rangers won a single trophy in the series, actually, now that I think about it. We won 5 out of 5 league titles, 4 out of 5 domestic cups. And it was Aberdeen who won the only one that we didn't win. So I don't think Rangers actually won anything. They definitely didn't win any European trophies. Unlike us. I think he could be offside again there, Maida. Just a bit too lively at the moment. I do alternate between calling him Maida and Maeda. I always read it as Maida, but then I hear other people say Maeda, so apologies if I do mispronounce it from time to time. But here come Rangers on the attack again. I will say though, listen, I'm not a Rangers fan in the slightest, but I really did enjoy their Europa League game against Tottenham. I thought that was quite a good game. There was a good atmosphere at Ibrox as well that night. Oh, but here's Rasmus. Go on, Rasmus. In great form at the moment. Oh, and he's gotten a goal in Europe as well. Rasmus Højlund just cannot be stopped at the moment. This man is on fire. And he's put us in front here in the Battle of Britain. Manchester United having the lead. And as I said, lads, 3 points in this game will put us in a very, very good position to automatically go through to the last 16. We came into this game in 9th position. Rangers in 11th. I think only a point behind us as well. So this is crucial to get the victory here. It's his 6th European goal of the season, Rasmus Højlund, but it's the first one in the Joe Turl era. And after 22 minutes, it's United 1, Rangers 0. There's always a great atmosphere though when English teams play Scottish teams. Obviously Celtic will be playing Aston Villa soon, which I'm very excited about. Be massive for Celtic to get a good result in that game. So it would. But here come Rangers now. They've been in this position a few times in this first half, but it's the first shot. But that's an easy catch for Andre Onana, who again, in that Brighton game, I know I only showed the highlights, but he made some decent saves, I have to say. He did really well. And here's Ugarte, who hasn't actually carried over his real-life form into this series yet. But I'm not going to panic. Listen, still very early days. Here's Ahmad. Speaking of real life, this man has been in unbelievable form. Got the winner at Anfield in the last episode. Oh, and he very nearly scored a goal against his former side here. Good save by the keeper. As Joe Turl looks on, we do get the corner kick. Mazraoui, unable to get there. And Jack Butland there in the Rangers goal. Did spend some time on loan at United in the 22-23 season. Was on the bench for us a numerous amount of times, but never actually made an appearance. And I know he recently had some health issues as well, so hopefully he's doing better now. I haven't actually seen an update on Jack Butland since he was hospitalised, so hopefully he's pulling through okay. Ahmad! Oh, good save again by Butland. It's crazy when I think about someone like Jack Butland. Like, I am old enough to remember when he was a wonder kid in FIFA. And that doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Time flies. Oh, I thought we were going to be able to test the keeper there again. Maida, as I nearly lose my voice. Excuse me. I'm still not after recovering from nearly losing my voice when United played Liverpool at Anfield in real life. But he chested that down really well, Maeda. Oh, I tell you what, it wasn't overly far away. You can feel another goal coming, though. You really can. But Rangers might have a thing or two to say about that. Oh, we've been exposed here down this right-hand side. De Ligt having to make up some ground there. There's Danilo. Brilliant interception there. I think that was by Martinez. But it's a corner kick here. Thought that was Scolari there in the crowd. Come on, we've played the 1 minute of added time, ref. Blow the whistle. That should be half time. No, he's still giving him a chance here. We're up against 12 men at the moment, it seems. Oh, I don't fucking believe this. That is a fuck... We're in the 4th minute of stoppage time. 4 fucking minutes he played on. That is an absolute joke. Bill Goldberg celebrating there on the touchline as Rangers get this equaliser. How the hell did the referee not blow the whistle? That is an absolute joke. And it's 1-1 at half time. I would say against the run of play, Rangers have been in some decent positions but didn't create an awful lot. But then the referee went, nah, do you know what, lads? Play on there until you score and then I'll blow the half-time whistle. Well, that's annoying. And it's 1-1 at Old Trafford in our first European game. Matondo into Danilo. God, Rangers carrying that momentum into the second half now. Kirkes will do well to intercept that one, though. Hasn't seen a lot of the ball here on his debut as of yet. We haven't really had it down this left-hand side too much. Despite the fact that Maeda did actually create a couple of chances from that side. Bruno, come on, make the run. We'll have to go back to Menu. Into Ahmad. Oh, lovely by Ahmad. Ahmad. Unselfish. It's Maeda. And Daisy Maeda does have his first goal for Manchester United. And he scores it against Rangers. Set up by Ahmad. The man who did spend a few months out on loan at Ibrox. Well, he's come back to haunt them here. And Maeda, who scored so many Old Firm goals for us in the Celtic series, now does it in a Manchester United shirt. And we do take the lead again, and that is justice, scoring so early in the second half. They never should have had as much time as they had to get that equaliser. But here's Tavernier, or Tavernier, however you say it. Martinez, really well done there by the Butcher. But I did want to go with a strong team as well in this game. Like this, and I won't take any team lightly in Europe. But here's Maeda again. Did get the ball through the legs of Tavernier. But Rangers win back possession. And I am glad as well that we've gone with this formation, the 4-2-3-1, or 4-3-3 I should say. It's a little bit of both though, to be fair. The 3 at the back formation, or 5 at the back, whichever way you want to look at it. I think it can work for us in real life. And I might experiment with it at some stage in this series. Oh, bloody hell, I thought that was going to go in. But not yet. Right, I might look at making some changes. Just to kind of freshen things up a bit. De Ligt gets so bloody tired. It's really annoying. I'm going to bring on Lenny Yoro. Just for that bit of extra pace. Let's bring on Dallo as well at right back. And Manu is a little bit tired as well. We'll bring on Casemiro. Just under half an hour to go. I think it's a good time to bring on these changes. I also forgot to talk about Luke Shaw as well. I did say earlier that I would give an update on Luke Shaw. Initially, I was going to sell him in this transfer window, but I'm actually going to hold on to him until the summer, and I'm currently converting him to a centre-back, because Martinez is the only left-footed centre-back that we have. And I do like to have one right-footed centre-back, one left-footed centre-back for the most part. Not that it exclusively has to be that way, but I do like to have that option as much as I can. And Luke Shaw does give us that option as well. So I will keep him for now. Lindelof is the only one I'm half considering selling in this window. Bruno Fernandes has a go. As we can see there in the top left-hand corner, Frimpong, another former Celtic player, has joined a Premier League team. He makes his way to Chelsea. Here's Yilmaz now to Danilo. Diamande. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh, what the hell is going on there? Wouldn't let me switch player. Danilo, what a save by Onana. Brilliant save from the Cameroonian keeper. And we're still in front, but I tell you what, Rangers do look quite threatening when they go forward. Here is Maeda, the man who put us back in front. Oh, he's done really well there. Nobody near him. Great run. Maeda, oh, tried to square it for Rasmus, but was unable to find him. And with 10 minutes left, Rangers on the ball again. There's Matondo. Fulham up next, away from home. Never an easy game. Especially these days, Fulham have done quite well. God, they're passing it around like prime Barcelona at the moment. Good interception there by Lenny Yoro. And now here's Bruno. Over the top to Rasmus. Can this be the goal to finally seal it? Yes, it is. Rasmus Højlund has surely sealed 3 points for Manchester United here. I need to clear my throat again. Bloody hell. Old Trafford erupts. But a great ball over the top by Bruno. 7 goals in 7 appearances in Europe now for Højlund. Butland didn't even move. As soon as he went through, you knew there was only going to be one end result. And it's 3-1 to the Red Devils here. Good night, Rangers. We'll make a couple of changes just to kind of run down the clock a bit. I'm actually going to put Maeda up front, bring on Garnacho. Xerxes I'm actually going to bring on for Bruno. And you know what? Oh no, we only have... Yeah, it's only 2 changes we can make. Never mind. I was going to bring on Mason Mount. But we don't have enough subs to do that. Whatever. But 3-1 here. They've made us work for it, Rangers. I'll give them that. But this will put us in a great position to qualify. Oh, Yoro doesn't win the ball there. It's going to be a card. Surely that's only a yellow. Yes, it is. My heart was in my mouth there for a second. I went quiet there. I thought for a sec he was going to show red. It's Vernier, who is quite decent at set pieces. Casemiro heads it away. Martinez will get rid of it. Only 2 added minutes. Unless Rangers go on the attack here, the ref might want to add on another fucking 90. Come on, like, surely they were too far back there. Thank you, ref. Bloody hell. Yeah, when they can't get the equaliser, you blow the whistle straight away. But a 3-1 win here. Our first victory in Europe in this series. And that should put us into the top 8 and put us in a very good position to automatically qualify for the last 16. To quote Michael Cole, lads, the streak is over. We have lost our first game of the series, and it was, in fairness, a bit of a banger here at Craven Cottage. Muniz here gave Fulham the lead about 7 minutes in. They were the better team, passing around the ball like prime Barcelona. And that was the opening goal of the game. Onana could get nowhere near that. It was 9 minutes in, by the way, not 7 minutes. We did get an equaliser fairly quickly, though. That man again, Rasmus Højlund. Great ball by Garnacho. And within only a few minutes, we were back on level terms. And things were looking good going into the halftime break. Bruno Fernandes, the captain, dispossessing the Fulham player there and putting it past Bernd Leno to give us the lead after the first 45, or going into the second 45 minutes, I should say. For the first time in this series, though, we were fish and chipped. Muniz yet again. Onana maybe committed a bit too soon, and there was nobody there to stop the ball from going into the back of the net. And then heartbreakingly, in the 88th minute, a hat-trick for Muniz gave Fulham all 3 points here at Craven Cottage. In the battle of 6th versus 5th, it was the 6th place team who got the win, and our unbeaten streak in this series, unfortunately, has come to an end. We do go back to winning ways here in the Europa League. We have sealed our path to the last 16. Joshua Xerxes' strike there parried out to Garnacho, who had the easiest finish in the world and gave us the lead here against Bucharest. And then Bruno Fernandes scored one of my favourite goals we've scored so far in this series. Great ball by Anthony. Bruno half thought about squaring it for Garnacho, but had a go himself, and that doubled our advantage before the end of the first 45. Second half, Garnacho Garnacho, he was in form today. Another ball here by Bruno Fernandes. He beat the offside trap well and smacked it past the goalkeeper. And you knew then the 3 points had been sealed. They did pull back a goal for pride though, and not a bad goal either. As you can see here, Bayindir was in goal. Decided to give him the nod in between the sticks today instead of Onana, but he was unable to keep that strike out. But we were the ones who had the last laugh. Dazen Maeda scores his second goal for the club, second in the episode, both coming in the Europa League, and that has officially sealed our path to the last 16 of the Europa League. Here is visual confirmation of the final Europa League table after the league phase. We finish in 4th position, 5 wins, 3 draws, no defeats, scoring 19, conceding 10. So a very similar goal scoring record to Galatasaray, who ended up topping the league phase. Lazio in 2nd, Bilbao just ahead of us in 3rd. Frankfurt, Lyon, Tottenham and Ferencvárosi make up the 8 teams who will be going straight through to the last 16. Easy for me to say. The rest of the teams, Olympiacos, Victoria Plzen, Ajax, Rangers, Fenerbahce, Anderlecht, Sociedad, Midtjylland, Hoffenheim, Roma, Nice, Glimt, Bucharest, Besiktas, Porto and Qarabag all make up the teams who will be in the playoffs. And then the rest of the teams do have to say goodbye to European football altogether this season. Not really too many surprises there. FC20, who actually did take a point off United in the Europa League and the very first game of the season, they have crashed out. But we do advance through to the last 16, and it'll be very interesting to see who we play in that tie. Next, it's Crystal Palace in the league at Old Trafford. We do have a 2-week break before our next game, so I kind of feel comfortable simming this with the full strength team. I've just noticed there, Onana has gone up to an 85 rating. You love to see that. Palace are in 16th. Can we get the 3 points in the very first game that we quick sim? Wow, we don't. We get battered by Palace. And that is 2 losses in a row in the league. That is not ideal. Crystal Palace in 16th place, down to 10 men, end up beating us by 3-1. That's not good. But this is the final game of the episode here, lads. Tottenham Hotspurs away from home, despite the fact that in real life, Spurs have beaten United twice this season, once in the league and once in the League Cup. Tottenham are not having the best season in this career mode. They're in 11th place at the moment, which to be fair isn't too much different, I think, from where they are in real life. But still, they've got some players that can do damage, so I'm not going to be taking them lightly. And here's Brennan Johnson, who has had a good season for them, up against De Ligt, who, as much as I love, his stamina in this game is not great. I find that I'm having to take him off, or not even play him, or start him sometimes, which is annoying. But Timo Werner with a chance there. Good save by Andre Onana. It's going to be Chavez to whip this ball in, but he takes it short to Pedro Porro. Of course, Chavez is somebody who we had at Cloyne United back in FIFA 23. Well, here's Ahmad. He's got plenty of space to run into. Udogie does really well to catch up with him, though. Ahmad missing a little bit of energy as well, which I don't get. We just had 2 weeks off. I have updated the training plans as well, and I did it to make sure they stayed fit for this game, but as much as their sharpness has improved, the energy has gone down as Onana has to make yet another save. I tell you what, lads, he has been one of my favourite players in this series, Andre Onana. In real life, very, very inconsistent, very hit and miss. Your heart's in your mouth half the time when he's playing. Oh, but he's been really good in this series, and he's proven it there again. Bloody hell, Tottenham are all over us at the moment. But Onana is keeping us in the game. Oh, and that one goes over the bar, thankfully. Well, I said it earlier. Oh, it's a corner again. I said it earlier that Tottenham's position is not making me take them any less lightly, because they have beaten us a few times this season. Bruno does really well there, but he's not the quickest player in the world, Bruno Fernandes. He's going to need a bit of extra support here. And here is a quick player, Alejandro Garnacho. He's had a decent episode. Cuts it back into Rasmus Højlund. And speaking of players having decent episodes and just decent seasons in general, Rasmus Højlund strikes yet again. He's given us the lead here at White Hart Lane. Yes, I still call it White Hart Lane. It's always going to be White Hart Lane to me. My granddad used to live in London. He went to a lot of Spurs games, so obviously I'm a United fan, but I do have a bit of a soft spot for Spurs. Kind of hope they win the League Cup, to be honest. But I don't want them to win this game, and currently, despite the fact they have been the team that's been on top, we are the ones who take the lead. It's against the run of play, but I'll take it. We need 3 points in this game. We've already lost 2 games in a row in the Premier League. We can't afford to lose a third. Tottenham 0, United 1. Get in there. And Tottenham are a team who I actually did a career mode with on Twitch back in the day. That was on FIFA 20. I think I did 1 or 2 episodes on YouTube, but they're no longer on the channel because there was one that I remember. I had to get a tooth pulled about 5 years ago. I chipped one of my back teeth, and I stupidly tried to stream literally like 2 hours after getting my tooth pulled, and you could hear me fading away on the stream. So that's why one of those episodes got taken down, and I must have just taken down the rest of them as I took down that one. But yeah, I did do a Spurs career mode on Twitch back in the day. Wouldn't mind going back onto Twitch at some stage. I think once I get a better setup, then we could do some live career modes on Twitch. That would be quite fun. But here's Bruno. Back to Rasmus. Kobe Mainoo, he's got a lot of space. Have a shot, lad. Kobe Mainoo, oh, he's hit the bar. Rasmus Højlund, oh, he's put it wide. Oh, you'd have bet your house on him finishing that. With the form he's in. Oh, Mainoo's strike hits the woodwork, and Rasmus somehow misses the target. Oh, he'll be kicking himself after missing that. So unlucky from Kobe Mainoo. But Rasmus should have finished that. Especially when it's Fraser Forster they have in goal. Former Celtic player as well. I did want to mention as well, right? Not that I'm having a go at anybody, don't worry about it. But when suggesting signings, lads, listen, we had a great time with Celtic. I loved the Celtic career mode. Genuinely, some of the most fun I've had making content ever. But I do find that sometimes the only players people suggest me to sign are players who have either played for Celtic or currently play for Celtic. I love the idea of carrying a player from each career mode into the next one. I really, really do like that idea, and that's something I will be implementing going forward. But yeah, try and expand the expand the shortlist a bit beyond Celtic players. Again, I love Celtic. That's not me trying to be ungrateful to anybody, especially the Celtic fans who showed so much love throughout that series. That's a poor ball to give away. But yeah, let's be a bit more dynamic with our signings. And also, oh fucking... Well, that's what I get for talking shit. That is what I get for talking shit. I stand by what I said. I want more players than just Celtic players. But Andre Onana has had a bit of a shocker there. I can't put too much blame on him. I was dilly-dallying with it around the back. Oh my god. I should have just belted that away. And Tottenham have equalised here, and it is 1-1. Instant karma, some people might say. And it's Chavez, a former Clone United player, who's come back to haunt me here. And it's 1-1 at White Hart Lane. But what I was just about to say there before Onana just, fucked everything up, is somebody said something about asking me to do a Rangers career mode. Yeah, lads, that's never happening. I never ever said I was going to do a Rangers career mode. And, yeah, don't even bother asking. It's never going to fucking happen. Oh my god. Well, Tottenham nearly turned this game completely on its head there. We actually get the goal kick in the end. Are we going to get one last chance before the halftime whistle blows? It's Ahmad. Just ran into danger. Oh, but Tottenham might get one more chance. No, they won't. Bloody hell. I was expecting the whistle to blow a lot. Did you ever notice they don't blow the whistle as quickly in this game as they have in previous games? Which can be both a blessing and a curse. Right, I already feel like De Ligt's going to have to come off. Like, look at how much energy he's missing. Same with Casemiro on the bench. I only noticed that now. Oh, whatever. We'll bring on Lenny Yoro. Ahmad is missing a bit of energy as well, but I'll keep him on for the time being. And the reason I'm picking Yoro over Maguire when bringing on centre-backs is just because Yoro obviously is the player that has, the highest potential when it comes to our defence. At least the centre-back. So I want to try and play him as much as possible. That would have been a benefit of playing 3 at the back, but also at the same time, I just prefer using this formation. Not that I want to use the same formation in every career mode, but you get what I mean. And as I said, we probably will try out that 3 at the back at some stage. Here is Ahmad, despite the fact that he's knackered. Got himself into a decent position, but was unable to get the shot off. Solanke. Oh, he's done me there. Oh, he really has done me there. It's Timo Werner. Out on this left-hand side. Yoro does really well to dispossess him there. Excuse me. And now he's going on the run, Lenny Yoro. Into Mazraoui, who I've given the nod over Diogo Dalot for now. Here's Bruno. Oh, he's going to be well offside. He's going to be well offside. No, he's on. He's on. Yeah, he is onside. Oh my God, we're 2-1 up. I was fully expecting the whistle to blow there. I thought the flag had gone up, but it hasn't. Alejandro Garnacho, who just scored 2 goals in Europe in the last game that we played ourselves, has now scored here in North London. I don't know how he kept onside. Oh, Fraser Forster. I tell you what, both goalkeepers have had nightmares in this game. He didn't seem to know where the ball was gone. It's actually teleported through the leg of Rasmus Højlund, so we've kind of gotten away with one there. Ange Postecoglou, very frustrated with that, but we'll gladly accept it. And we're 2-1 up with half an hour to go. But I think those results against Fulham and Palace will prove why I said top 6 as opposed to top 4. Because it's going to be very, very competitive. I normally don't like to quick sim games that often. Great save by Onana. But just to kind of speed up, not speed up the series, but I don't want the series to drag on, basically. So there are some games that I will quick sim as that ball goes over the bar. I might make another change or two. I think Ahmad is going to have to come off. I will bring on... Sorry, it was Anthony I actually meant to bring on. Erasmus has gone up to an 80 rating. I only noticed that now. Kobe Mainoo was knackered, but so is Casemiro. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put Martinez into the midfield and bring on Harry Maguire alongside Lenny Yoro. Something a little bit different. But he can play there, Martinez. I know he played there a couple of times for Ajax. But now he's going to do it in a Manchester United shirt. And another former Ajax player, and Anthony, is coming on as well. I can almost guarantee that we will play Tottenham at some stage in the Europa League as well. I can just feel it. So this will not be the last time we play Tottenham this season. Or at least I don't think it will be. But here is Lisandro Martinez. Oh, he nearly won the penalty there. Or would have been a free kick. Couldn't tell if it was in the box or not. Or at least I can't remember if it was in the box or not. Nearly won the foul is what I should say. My short-term memory has gotten terrible, lads. It's really getting bad. I'm turning 27 next month. But I feel like I may as well be 77. The amount I'm forgetting. Onana will boot that one away. Rasmus unable to get there. Kirkes does well to win the header though. Back to Martinez. Here's Harry Maguire, who I'm very happy to keep as a squad player. I don't even think I'm going to sell him in the summer, Harry Maguire. I actually do like having him in the team. But obviously if there's a suitable replacement, then we will go for him. Lindelof, I do think, will be on the chopping block in the summer. Mazraoui gives away the ball. But Maguire, I reckon, will keep for at least another season. That was a very interesting ball. Kirkes, oh my God, Onana, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Oh, and Anthony does really well. It's actually kind of worked out for us. Rasmus dispossessed though. He would have done well to hold on to it, to be fair. Heung-min Son. Oh, it's Chavez again. Solanke. Oh, what a save by Onana. Well, there we go. There is that real-life form of Onana. He can be brilliant, he can be terrible. Never really an in-between. But Tottenham still have it. I can't switch feckin' player here. And now they're going to equalise. I was fucking trying to switch player there for ages and it wouldn't let me do it. Oh, and with 5 minutes to go, Heung-min Son may have just rescued at least a point for Tottenham. That is super frustrating. Really, really frustrating. And lads, I'm going to do it. I'm breaking the emergency glass. If you know, you know. The emergency glass break. Normally it's a 4-4-2. This time I'm going 4-2-4. I've brought on Mason Mount for Martinez. Xerxes comes on as well for Ugarte. Going with a front four here to try and rescue the 3 points. That is a really, really frustrating time to concede. Especially when it just would not let me switch to the player I was trying to switch it to. Can we rescue something here? Well, we already have a point, but can we get the 3 points? Which after losing 2 games in a row, we desperately need. Garnacho isn't able to get there. Oh, Maguire wins the header and then gives it right back to Tottenham. Bloody hell. Oh, lads, they could be the team that goes on to win it now. Lenny Yoro maybe committed a bit too early. 2 added minutes. He's offside. Okay, skip. Right, come on, we need to move this quick. We need to move this quick, lads. Oh, Xerxes would have been offside. You're onside now, though, lad. Rasmus is in. Rasmus! Xerxes! Oh, couldn't get there. And that is going to be that. It's a 2-2 draw. And 3 Premier League games without a win now. After getting off to such a fantastic start. We've hit our first blip of the season. A late equaliser from Heung-min Son means we have to share the points here in North London. Oh, 3 Premier League games without a win. That is super annoying. And of course, it was his only chance at the game. Up, let's have a look at the Premier League table. We are currently in 5th position, but we are 8 points behind Chelsea, who are in 4th. Listen, in real life, I would take this in a heartbeat, absolutely, with the way things are going at the moment. But I feel like this could have been more. Some disappointing results there towards the end of the episode. But listen, I think it's a bit of a reality check for us. We don't have the best squad in the Premier League, far from it. We do have some good individuals, and I do believe that we will keep building on that, but we probably did need a bit of a reminder of where we are at the moment. Liverpool top of the league, which is making me feel sick. Arsenal are only 4 points behind them, but we are a good bit of distance, or we have a good bit of distance between ourselves and those top teams, so I probably shouldn't even be looking there. I'm getting a nosebleed looking up that far. But below us, as you can see there, Forest are level on points with us. We do have a better goal difference. Villa not too far behind us as well. So the race for these European places is very, very intense at the moment. And again, I know we already showed this, but in the Europa League, we did advance through to the last 16, unbeaten as well. 4th place in the table. This competition is going to be crucial for us this season, lads. For me, this is the best chance we have of qualifying for the Champions League, just like it is in real life. But I think in this career mode, regardless of whether we finish top 4 or not, I want to win it. But I feel like we're going to have to win it to be in the Champions League next season. But lads, that will do it for this episode of the Manchester United career mode. The next episode will be this Wednesday. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy this episode. Consider subscribing to the channel. I can already see 500 subscribers on the horizon. We're currently at around 440. We hit 400 a lot quicker than I ever expected. I would love to hit 500 at some course during this series. Have a good one, lads. Again, thank you for tuning into this episode, and I will talk to you all on Wednesday. Take care.